people were saying, that it was like hard for you when you were coaching the Gophers, and then you left, and that was like a difficult time for you, and then you went to the Lynx. Was it a really difficult time? Sometimes I feel like people write kind of an arc for people or a story, so like I don't want to focus on it if it wasn't a really big deal to you, but sometimes in life things don't go as planned, and I think that's when we learn the most and we become our best.
When I got the job at the U of M, I was winding down my playing career with the Lynx, and I just figured, okay, this is going to be great. I'll just do this for the next 20 years of my life, and right off in the sunset, or 30 years or whatever it is, I'm going to be this great coach that has this like lifetime career at the U of M. This is what I meant to do. And obviously it didn't work out that way. And when it was all said and done with coaching at the U of M, that was fine. It was the lead up, and then probably the first 2 weeks after, 3 weeks after, 4 weeks after, whatever, like that time period, that was the hardest, because it was a really hard year and a half that last year. The NCAA changed the rule on the transfer portal within that time. We were just coming out of COVID, if you were ever out of it.
Yeah.
So we were kind of coming out of that, and I had players who were really impactful that had done really well for us, who, a bunch of them left to go to really established programs. And so a lot of my vets transferred, and then I had a young team coming in, but it was also my 5th year. And so I had 1 more year left on my contract. So you're kind of also constantly thinking of that while you're trying to stay present in this team,
Sure.
So that part got really overwhelming, especially at the end when we were, I don't even know, I'd have to go back and look, but I think we had a 7-8 game losing. I mean, we're still playing against players that have COVID years. So that we got 5th year seniors, 6th year seniors. I'm not trying to make excuses, but it is what it is.
Just
And I'm starting 4 freshmen who are 18, just coming out of high school. So that was really challenging. How it all transpired in those really meetings, to, make a coaching change, make a leadership change from the administration. That was a lot, because there's a lot of emotion. I am who I am in this state, where it's nobody wants to kind of mishandle situations. And there's a lot of emotion, there's a lot of eyes on things. And so that 2 weeks after was really tough. But then after that, you have to then that's what it is. They hired a new coach. I, had a couple opportunities, but I just kind of was I just needed a break. So I never really was able to digest, I guess, my playing career, because my last year I played for the Lynx and coached the Gophers. I mean, there were 6 months there where I was doing 2 things, and it was just too much. So then there was that too, that I don't think I ever really kind of fully recovered from that. So yeah, I took last 18 months until Cheryl called, and would have been November, because our finals was in October. When I officially started was December 1st. So that time from March 1st of whenever that was, 23, through December 1st is 18 months of, just kind of being a fan, doing whatever, I guess not doing whatever, but kind of could do what I wanted, make my routine, and just kind of got to...
Was that the first time, in your life? I just wonder if that was maybe needed on some level. What do you think?
Yeah, it was the first time, I think, since freshman year of college, because in college was great and fun, but you were in a season, you had a routine, you had somewhere to be, and then it was a situation where every summer I got to go play somewhere internationally, so I was always kind of had that too in the summers of my college time. Fun. And then same transition from when I played with the Lynx into coaching as college into WNBA. we were in the Final Four in April, and I was drafted April 15th, and I was in training camp May 1st. So there was like no time to really, you kind of just go, you know?
Yeah.
And same thing with overseas in WNBA too, yet you just kind of just are constantly kind of on this. So it was nice to like, yeah, take a breath, take a beat, and just kind of traveled a little bit, was at the cabin a lot. But now it's like, that was great, it was fun, but it's also like, there's nothing better than being a part of a team, you know, because that's just what I know the most about, so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah, thanks for sharing that. I think sometimes when people are high achievers and high performers for so many years, and then, you know, you give it your all, I think everyone can relate to that, and things don't go exactly how you wanted or planned. I don't know, I just think those are some of the most valuable times in life almost.
For sure, and like everything, like timing is a lot of things, and it feels like now, this was always kind of like the group that I was destined to be, like back with the pros in the WNBA. If I didn't try coaching in college, you know, you'd always, because you never know how many chances you're going to get, especially to coach your alma mater. So when the opportunity came up, it's like, you know, you kind of feel like I had to do it, you know. But now it's, you know, hindsight's 20/20. Now it's like I'm where I'm supposed to be and in the role I'm supposed to be, and so yeah, that aspect is nice now, like timing wise, to be here.